A very lovely hello to all class 10th champions, to all board 2027 warriors. So welcome again on your favorite channel Deeksha Vedantu. My dear class 10th students, in this video I am going to teach you trigonometric ratio, entire concept of trigonometric ratio in very short time. I mean 5 to 6 minutes I am going to take only for explanation of this trigonometric ratio. So without wasting a moment, let's begin the topic. So if you know, my dear, I hope many of you must have already studied the chapter trigonometry, and some of you might be there who is having little doubts and problem in this particular chapter, in this concept also. So for all those students who is having, little problem, difficulty in this chapter, so this video is going to be game changing for you all. So my dear champions, there are 6 trigonometric functions. If you know, there are 6 trigonometric functions: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. So there are 6 trigonometric functions: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. My dear lovely student, whenever we write these trigonometric functions, they always comes up with some angle, whether the angle may be 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, I don't know. So for any general angle, to represent the position of angle, we use here theta. So basically it represents angle. It represent angle. So now sine theta is the complete information. We are talking about sine of angle theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta, cot theta. So these trigonometric functions always comes up with some angle. It may be 10 degree, 15 degree, 30, 40, 60 and 90. Okay, we'll be studying here in this chapter. We'll be dealing with 5 angles: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 and 90 in this chapter. Don't worry. Just understand for now on, theta represents angle. Now, if this angle comes up here, so indirectly we are going to deal trigonometric functions with triangle. Basically, trigonometric functions, we study trigonometry, trigonometric ratio that is associated with triangle, because in triangle there will be angles. Angle, you all know, the gap, the vertex, the gap between two line segment is called angle, right? So trigonometric ratio associated with triangle. Yes, my dear, then only you can write the trigonometric function with some angle if you are taking a triangle there. So all the trigonometric ratio associated with triangle. But which triangle? This is the question here. Which triangle? So basically we all are going to deal with right angle triangle. Just wait a little while, I am going to clear every doubt here. So right angle, why I am writing here hand? This is a right angle, right hand, right angled triangle, right champions? So basically trigonometric ratio, we generally apply trigonometric ratio theory for right angle triangle, right? There may be different kind of triangle also: scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, and of course obtuse angle triangle, acute angle triangle, right? There may be. But here in this particular topic, trigonometric ratio, in class 10th, we will be dealing with right angle triangle. Please focus on here, right angle triangle. So let's begin the chapter here. So my dear champion, I hope this is clear to you. Now if you take a right angle triangle, let's take a right angled triangle, a right angled triangle. So my dear champion, do you know a right angle triangle look like this? Okay, this is right angle triangle A, B, C, and here is 90 degree. So we have a right ABC, right angle at B. So A and C will be having some acute angle. Let's say this is theta. We can say this is theta. Because we don't know the exact angle. We don't know what is the value of this angle. So for general we can assume theta. We can write theta. So my dear champion, for this theta is lying on this side, BC. So this BC will be called as base. The line on which angle is lying, the line on which angle is present, that is called base for that angle. And this is what, this line, if you draw an arrow in front of 90 degree, so that arrow indicates hypotenuse. So this is hypotenuse, and the side which is left there is called perpendicular. But make sure, champions, we are dealing with angle theta. It is not confirmed that the base and perpendicular will always remain fixed. No, they may change. If you start operating with angle this, so for this angle the base will become AB, and for this angle perpendicular will become BC. So according to the position of theta, perpendicular and base changes. Now you might be thinking, sir, why you are teaching these things? I mean, perpendicular and hypotenuse and all. My dear, trigonometric ratio is related to these things: hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. Yes, sometimes we will be writing base upon hypotenuse, so that it is the ratio of a particular trigonometric function. Sometimes we will be writing perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so it is the ratio of a particular trigonometric function. So hypotenuse we can write capital H, for base we will be using capital B, and for perpendicular we will be using capital P. Now moving to trigonometric function. Okay, so listen, champion, sine theta is what? Sine theta is basically is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular by hypotenuse. Sine theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. And for in this triangle, what is perpendicular? Perpendicular is AB, because we are dealing with theta. So for this theta, perpendicular will be AB. So we can write here AB, and hypotenuse will be AC. So this is sine theta here, and this is called trigonometric ratio, because something divided by something we have written here. What I have written here? Something divided by something, that is called ratio. And here is trigonometry, and this is the topic name, which is trigonometric ratio. Now you might be thinking over there, sir, how to memorize this? How you came to know sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse? So how to memorize? How we can make sure, how we can store in our mind? Right, so I'm going to give you a short trick here, don't worry. First write the trigonometric ratio for all the remaining trigonometric functions. So cos theta is equal to, champions, base by hypotenuse. Base by hypotenuse. So cos theta is base by hypotenuse. So for this theta, base will be BC. So we can write here BC divided by AC, base by hypotenuse. Similarly, tan theta is equal to perpendicular base. So tan theta is the ratio of perpendicular and base, and we are dealing with theta. So for this theta, perpendicular will be AB. So we can write here perpendicular AB, and base will be BC. So AB by BC, right? So we have done with three trigonometric ratio. Now moving to other three trigonometric ratio, because I have already told you there are 6 trigonometric ratio. So after sine, cosec comes up, cosec theta. So my dear, there is a very basic trick. Cosec theta is the reciprocal of sine theta. It means that if sine theta is P by H, the cos theta is basically H by P, hypotenuse by perpendicular. So let me use an arrow to represent the relationship between sine and cos. So sine theta and cosec theta are the reciprocal of each other. Sine theta is P by H, so cosec theta will become H by P. Right, champions? So what will be the ratio here? We can write ratio here, champions. So hypotenuse by perpendicular. So for this theta, hypotenuse will be AC. Otherwise we can also reverse this. So AC by AB. Similarly, after cosec, sec comes up. So sec theta will be hypotenuse by base. Why? Because sec theta is the reverse of reciprocal of cos theta. Sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. Here you can see cos theta is B by H. So this will become H by B. So what will be the result? What will be the result? So result will be H by B. So we can write AC by BC. I hope this is clear to you all. So again, after this tan theta, cot theta comes up. So cot theta is the reverse of tan theta. So we can write here B by P. So what will be the result? The result will be BC divided by AB, because here is AB by BC. So it will reverse BC by AB. So we can mark arrow, because there is the relationship, reciprocal relationship between tan and cot. So my dear champion, if you have done with first three trigonometric ratio, there will be nothing for you to write the remaining three trigonometric functions, because the last three trigonometric functions are the reciprocal of first three. So sine is the reciprocal of cosec, cos is the reciprocal of sec, and the tan is the reciprocal of cot theta. I hope this is clear to you all. Right, champion? Now the questions comes up here, sir, how to memorize? How to memorize, right? So I'm going to give you a very short trick. Please focus here. So we have a very short trick. P, B, P, draw a line. Now write H, H, B. So you can make a short trick, anything. So for P you can memorize like Pandit, B for Badri, P for Prasad, Pandit, Badri, Prasad, and H for Har Har Bhole. You can use this term, Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har Har Bhole. Or there is a very short trick in North region, whenever the student of Hindi medium study this chapter, so they use Papa, Bedi, Pilo. That is not good. Smoking and Bedi is not good. So Papa, Bedi, Pilo, Ha Ha Beta. You can make these things. Okay, so PB, PHHB a short trick. So my dear champion, listen. So for P by H, the first line P by H, this P by H, P perpendicular by hypotenuse is for sine theta, right? And after sine theta, it comes B by H, which is for cos theta. And after cos theta, this is for what? P by B, which is for tan theta, right? So please make sure to memorize the trigonometric function in this order, champion. Don't make it shuffle. Don't do this shuffling. Sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. Please memorize the trigonometric function in the same way that I've written here. Sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. Sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. Sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. Now moving to next. So let me use red color. Now reverse form. So the reverse, I'm using red color for reverse. Hypotenuse by perpendicular. This is for cosec theta. Similarly, hypotenuse by base, this is hypotenuse by base, it is for sec theta. And similarly, this is base by perpendicular, and that is for cot theta. I hope everything is clear to you all. PB, PHHB, PB, PHHB, PB, PHHB, right? So make sure to write this system, PB, PHHB, and sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. Right, so we can write the reciprocal relation. So sine theta is basically 1 by cosec theta, because both are reciprocal to each other, and we can write in this format also. Cosec theta is equal to 1 by sine theta, and the second relation is of cosec sec. So we can write here cos theta is equal to 1 by sec theta, or we can write here sec theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. For tan and cot, we can write here tan theta is equal to 1 by cot theta, or we can write here cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. So these are the relationship, the reciprocal relationship. I hope this is clear to you all, everyone. So what does it mean by trigonometric ratio? Ratio means what? Ratio means the ratio of these sides, perpendicular, hypotenuse, base, perpendicular, right? And trigonometry means these are the trigonometry. So I have given you the short trick, PB, PHHB. You guys can memorize. Let's do few questions. So the question number 1 is, if cos theta is equal to 4 by 5, find the value of other trigonometric ratio. Find the value of other trigonometric ratio. Other trigonometric ratio means what? Apart from cos, there are 5 more trigonometric ratio: sine, cosec, sec, cot. Right? So we have to find out those trigonometric ratio also using the information of this. So my dear champion, if cos theta is equal to 4 by 5, so we can make a right angle triangle. Just imagine and take theta here, because this is 90 degree, and this triangle is, let's say, A, B, and here is C. So if cos theta is 4 by 5, do we know cos theta is equal to base by hypotenuse? So if we assume this cos theta as base by hypotenuse, which is given in the ratio, so if the terms are given in ratio, my dear champion, so we can write here 4k divided by 5k. One constant that should be there because the value is given in ratio. So at the place of base we can write here 4k, and at the place of hypotenuse we can write here 5k. So let's find out this perpendicular using Pythagoras theorem. So AB will be equal to under root AC square minus BC square. So my dear champion, AC will be 5k square, which will be 25k square, minus BC will be 4k square, which will be 16k square. So we have 16 minus 25 minus 16 will be 9k square. So this will become 3k. So we have now perpendicular also 3k. So my dear students, you have base, you have hypotenuse, and you have perpendicular also. Can't you write remaining trigonometric functions? Can't you write remaining trigonometric functions? Yes, of course you can, my dear. So if cos is there, so now find out sin theta first. Sin theta will be perpendicular by hypotenuse. So for this theta, perpendicular will be this, because I have already told you the line on which theta is present, this BC will be base, and this is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is always king, so the remaining side will be perpendicular, right? So we can write here 3k divided by hypotenuse 5k, kk will be cancelled, so answer will be 3 by 5. I hope this is clear to you everyone. So this is 3 by 5 by k is cancelled. Now moving to cos is already given, so sin cos, now tan theta is equal to what? Perpendicular by base. You have this formula, tan theta is equal to perpendicular by base. So for theta, perpendicular will be AB, perpendicular by base. So for theta, perpendicular is AB, that is 3k, and base will be 4k. So again kk cancelled here, so answer will be 3 by 4. Sin cos tan cosec. What will be cosec theta? Cosec is the reciprocal of sine, so it can be written as hypotenuse by perpendicular. So hypotenuse is 5k and perpendicular is 3k, right? So kk cancel, answer will be 5 by 3. After sin cos tan cosec sec, my dear champion, if cos is given there 4 by 5, so sec will be what? Reciprocal of cos. So cos will become hypotenuse by base. So hypotenuse is equal to 5k and base is 4k. So by using this method, by applying this method, we are getting here 5 by 4, and we can directly make the reciprocal of cos also. So same result will come. Can you see here? Cos is 4 by 5 and we are getting 5 by 4 because both are reciprocal. Now which is remaining? Cot theta is remaining there. So cot theta is equal to what? Base by perpendicular. Where is base? Base is 4k. And where is perpendicular? Perpendicular is 3k. So k will be cancelled here. So answer will be 4 by 3. Otherwise we can take reciprocal also. Can you see here? Both are reciprocal, right? Similarly, these two are reciprocal. I hope this is clear to everyone. Sin and cosec are having reciprocal relation, tan and cot are having reciprocal relation, and sec and cos are having reciprocal relation. These are the answer. Moving to next. If cosec is equal to, cosec theta is 5 by 4, then what will be the value of cot theta? We can solve this question by two methods. First, by drawing the triangle, making the trigonometric ratio concept, and second is formula, trigonometric identity. But I haven't taught you yet trigonometric identity, so we are not going to apply that formula. So let's solve this by our trigonometric ratio concept. So my dear champion, if cosec theta is 5 by 4, so do you know cosec theta is equal to hypotenuse by perpendicular? I hope you remember this. How? Sin theta is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So cosec is the reciprocal, so it will become hypotenuse by perpendicular. So we can write this as 5k and 4k because this is given in ratio. So we need to take a value here that will be cancelling there. Now draw a triangle. This is triangle here. Mark theta here. Right. So for this theta, let's say this is triangle ABC. So for this theta, hypotenuse is 5k. So hypotenuse is 5k. Perpendicular is 4k, so perpendicular will be 4k. So what will be this? We can find out 3k will be there. By applying Pythagoras theorem, BC will be equal to under root AC square minus AB square, right? So AC is equal to 5K, so 5K square will be 25K square, minus this is 4K, so 4K square will be 16K square. So we have under root 9K square, so under root 9K will be 3K. Under root 9 means 3, and K square will be only K, so we have 3K there. Okay, now what will be cot theta? Cot theta is nothing. Cot theta is equal to base by perpendicular. So for this theta base will be this, and perpendicular will be this. This will be base and this will be perpendicular. Why base? Because theta is lying on this line. So the line which is connected with theta will become base, and this is hypotenuse because 90 degree here. Hypotenuse never changes. Hypotenuse is king. Whether you change the orientation of triangle doesn't matter. The hypotenuse will always remain fixed. So base will be 3K and perpendicular will be 4K. So the answer is equal to 3/4 is the correct answer. I hope this is clear to you, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you are having any kind of difficulty, problem, question, you can put your query in comment section of this video. Thank you so much. Stay blessed, everyone.